We had a strange Sigma Chi pledge class. We had a guy in there that was, I forget what the boy's name was, but he was really, really a good guy. But he had an older brother that had pissed off one of the guys there in the fraternity, and they had blackballed him. So when his younger brother came in, they didn't want him to be a member. And so they kicked him out. So then all of us pledges didn't like it. So we all decided we would just walk off. So we all, the whole pledge class, left. And we decided we were not going to be members of Sigma Chi. So the whole pledge class walking out, we changed the older guys' minds, and they took this guy and they brought him in, and so we all became Sigma Chi's. There was a girl there, and her name was Martha Mcbride, and Martha was rich. Her family owned the biggest part of a big candy company. One time I got talking with her and everything, and we had the Sigma Chi sweetheart dance, and so I asked Martha to go. And I had taken some dance lessons. I had won a deal that they'd called, and I'd answered a stupid question and won 4 dance lessons. And so I'd gone up and taken these dance lessons, and I thought I could dance. And she came by, and she had a big Chrysler car, and she came by to pick me up, and I'd rented me a tux and everything. And we got to the dance, and I got out and started dancing. All of a sudden I realized I could not dance at all. I was stepping on her feet. And it was so damn embarrassing. It was terrible. And of course after the dance over, she drove me back. Never asked her for another date. And God, I just never could speak to her hardly after that. I was so embarrassed. Old Larry Moss was going to school there with me. And I'd go by and get Larry every morning, and I'd wake him up, get him ready for class. We weren't in the same classes, but he'd oversleep if I didn't get him up. So I'd get him up, and I went by to pick him up one morning, and he was playing on the freshman football team. And the night before, the seniors had all gotten drunk, and they'd come by, and they'd shaved his head and left just one poke of long hair right here in the top of his head. He looked so crazy. He was sitting there, and he was so upset. He said, "You know, Jelly," said, "I'd give anything in the world if I was 10 years old." I said, why, Moss? Why would you like to be 10? He said, "So I could cry." So he was miserable. We all had gone down one night to a place called England's to relax a little bit before we went back and started studying real hard on some final exams. And so I left Larry there with this other guy. Went on back to my room, and next morning I got up. I went in and said, "Get up, Moss, time to go to take tests and everything." He said, "Oh, Jelly," said, "You know where I spent the night last night?" I said, "No, where'd you spend the night? Where'd you spend the night, Larry?" He said, "Spent the night in jail." I said, "In jail?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I got in trouble last night. He said, I got to go to court today." I said, "Well, I'll go to court with you." So what had happened is they were coming back up the street, just walking up the street, this patrol car. They were real good to us guys there around Vanderbilt, and they'd just come up to them and want to know if they need to ride back to the dorm. And when the patrolman stepped out of the car, for no reason whatsoever, Larry just hauled off and just smacked him right in the face and just knocked him on his ass right there. When we get to court, there's a whole bunch of lawyers, and what it is we'd contacted the guy with him, and his father was well off there in Nashville, and he knew a bunch of everything. So they had all these bums up there, and had them for all these minute offenses and first one thing and other. So we got Larry up there, and there he was dressed in his suit and slick shaved and nice looking young man. Said, "We got this young man up here for," and says, "Well," said, "public drunkenness, resisted arrest, disorderly conduct, and assaulted an officer." The judge just laid his head down and says, "Son, I can't believe this." So one of these lawyers motioned for the judge to come over sidebar. So they discussed there a minute. Of course, all these Sigma Chi guys were well off, you know. So the judge said, "Son," said, "I'm gonna put you on probation. And if I see you back in again, I'll put you on the rock pile for 1129. So he got out of that okay. Finished up my year at Vanderbilt.